Hi planner friends, I hope you're all doing well and that you're having a wonderful start of the week. What I have for you today is something I've been really excited about and waiting for quite impatiently, and that is my planner for 2025. If you've seen my lineup video, you will know then that this is Common Planner from Sterling Ink, A5 size. It's a full year planner and has vertical weeklies. If you haven't seen my lineup, I'll pop it in the cards here in the video, and I'll put a link in the description box below as well. Usually with setup videos, people do it while filming, and I didn't do that. I already set up this planner. I didn't want to film and set it up because sometimes filming is a bit distracting for me, and I really wanted to focus on setting up this planner functionally. So my idea was to set it up off camera, and then I'll go through with you through all the pages, explain how I'll be using them and why I set them up how I did. Before I started setting up this planner, I sort of did a pre-planning, and I'll show you. I have it here in my current planner. So here I did like what I want to focus on in 2025, and I listed all the things, and then I divided it all the things into two different planners, and then here I listed everything that I want in my A5 common planner. And the pre-planning helped with making the planner functional. So of course there are pages that are purely for aesthetic purposes because I like cute looking pages, but the main idea for this planner is to be functional, and of course I will decorate it as I set up the monthlies and the weeklies and the dailies. But my focus for 2025 is to really focus on my goals and work towards them. Now, in this planner, I don't have any health-related goals. I have another planner for that, which we will be setting up, or I will be showing you the setup like I'm doing now for this one, but that will come in a couple of days. So let's start. The cover page, I just slapped some vinyls from the Coffee Monsterz Co because they really look cute, and there are some empty spots here, but I think I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I don't wanna put too many stickers and vinyls and burden the cover page too much. And these two actually are one vinyl, but I sort of cut it up. It seemed reasonable at the time when I was doing it, and I like how it turned out. The inner covers, I didn't do anything with them except for pasting down these two gorgeous vinyls from Graceful Muse Paperie. That is also one of the focus points of mine for 2025, to use the stationery that I have. And I've accumulated a lot of vellums, a lot of stickers and things. So instead of constantly buying new ones, I really want to focus on using what I have instead of hoarding. And these two, I just liked how they look like. They're really gorgeous. I love the colors, and I thought, why not? They will look cute on the page. The cover and the cardstock won't be empty, and it's really pleasing to the eye. I love it. Then we come to, this is this is the end page. This is the flyleaf, I think it's called. It's glued to the end page. And here again, this is just for aesthetic purposes. I just slapped stickers randomly and did some small doodles and stuff, nothing special, but I love how this turned out. And one more decorative page, so to speak. Here was the calendar. Below this vinyl sticker, I just put slice of life calendar from the Coffee Monsterz Co, and here the vellum from the same shop. And I think now we start with a bit more functional pages. Normally this is the first blank spread after the calendar, and normally one wouldn't, I think, put immediately YouTube video ideas on it, but to me it seemed like a good idea. I just want to write down everything that comes to mind when I could post of videos, and that will go here. It's sort of like a brain dump for videos, and I kept the decoration pretty simple. These stickers are from Graceful Muse Paperie, from the Homebody collection. I think that was one of the mystery subscription kits. Why I use them? Because I like them. They don't have anything to do with the previous stickers and other decorative elements that I used. I just liked how these look like, and it's pleasing to the eye. Now, this page gave me a lot of, well, this spread gave me a lot of grief because I am not that great with goals. I set goals and then I try to work on them, and 2 months into the new year, I sort of abandoned them fully, maybe because I set my goals too high. I don't know. But why this page gave me a grief, apart from my being bad at keeping with my goals, is because it has this breakdown of someday, 1 year, half year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily, and not all of these columns are applicable to my goals. So what I did, I just sort of wrote my goals here, and then off camera I will break them down in the columns that make sense. So this page is still empty, but I will fill it up soon. The yearly tracker, again, bad with goals, bad with tracking. And I was thinking for a while what to do with this one. I could have used it for tracking things, but then we have the quarterlies. So I thought, okay, I'll use it for tracking, but this is going to be for planning my Instagram posts. It seems like a good spot for it. There are, if you can see, there are 2 rows. So I could write what I want to post and make a plan so that I actually stick with posting on Instagram, because right now I'm quite bad at it. And then the quarterlies, they're empty because I think that, well, I don't think what I want to do is do the tracking here of the steps that I want to take to achieve my goals. So that will go here, and under priorities I will write what my priorities are for the first quarter, and then in these 3 rows for January, February, and March, I still don't know, to be honest, what I'll use those for. It's a great planner. It's really a great planner. And these spreads for goals and tracking and all of that are great for people who really have the knack to focus on their goals and they know exactly what they're doing, and these spreads are great for that. For me, this is still work in progress, so that's why these pages are blank. And then of course the monthlies, I haven't set them up yet. I will, but so far how I've used my monthlies, and let me just pull up my old planner, let's see. So I just write things that are going to happen. I write down my subscriptions so that I know when the money will go off, and that's what I'm going to do here as well. So this will be for future planning, everything that I have to do, for all the appointments, events, birthdays, things like that. And I also think that I will be, if I post, I don't know, on the 3rd of December, and for example on the 7th, I will put the dots here and write down the videos that I posted. So the monthlies will be for birthdays, events, appointments, any important tasks that need to happen on a specific day, and YouTube posting. And then we jump into the weeklies. Those of you who have seen my Plan With Me videos in my Hobonichi Cousin know how I use my weeklies. Those of you who don't, I will leave the link to the playlist in the description box below. But I can show you a weekly, for example. I experimented a lot this year. I did some spreads that had this type of weekly, so the dashboard kind of layout here as well. And often I do weeklies like these, so I just write my to-dos to the smallest detail, let's say, and I sometimes divided the page in different sections. So I really experimented a lot this year with different layouts. Yeah, some stayed empty because I didn't always use them, or I would write things down in my dailies. But yeah, this is how I use my weeklies, and I will probably continue doing it like that in 2025. What I like about these weekly spreads and the planner in general is that it's very, very minimal. You can decorate it however you want, and these numbers are not that dark, so I don't think they're going to be visible through the stickers that you use, especially if they're on normal sticker paper. Washi paper might be a bit see-through, but you can always white it out. It does bother me, the 12-hour clock. I mean, it bothers me. I notice it. It stands out to me because we use the 24-hour clock, but I usually ignore the timeline, so it's not that big of a deal. I tabbed up the planner. As you can see, using the Coffee Monsterz Co tabs, I went with the white ones because I think they fit this planner better than if they were colored. And then here in the back, we have the beginning of the daily section. So what I did here, I created the cover page because it seemed like a good idea, and I like how it turned out. I used the combination of the sticker seals from the Coffee Monsterz Co, and then these stickers that you see here are from Graceful, Muse, Paperie, from the Homebody collection. I set up an index as well because there will be certain pages in here that are, how would you call them, collections. Let's say that they are not related to journaling, daily journaling, and I thought to track them by creating an index. As you can see, I already wrote down the spreads that I created, but apart from writing them down in the index, let's say on page, I don't know, 152, I will create some collection that will go in the index and I will be able to find it without a problem. But also all the non-daily journaling pages will have a frame like this, so that they stand out from the journaling pages. And the common planner is great for collections pages because the back pages here are fully blank. Apart from the number here of the page, you don't have anything on them, so you can create collections without a problem, and then it does make sense to have an index. And what I've created so far is the purchase log page. I want to track how much stationery I buy because, like I said at the beginning, I want to try to minimize my stationery purchases. I have subscriptions, 3 of them per month, and then the Coffee Monsterz Co one is quarterly. But depending on how much I use my stickers, I might stop one subscription because I'm not reaching out for those stickers that much. So it doesn't make sense to spend money on it, but I'll see. So that's going to be the purchase log to track the stationery that I buy. And then the piggy bank spread. I want to track my savings. I have this cute stamp from the Coffee Monsterz Co, so I stamped the piggy bank 12 times, each piggy representing the month. Why I left this part empty is because, well, there are only 12 months in a year and the stamp is that small, so it sort of made sense not to stamp more than 12. And I'm not sure if I'm just going to write somewhere here how much I saved per month and then color the piggy. God, that sounds funny, color the piggy. If I'll do that, or if I'll make a key of sorts and then color code the amounts and then based on how much I saved, color in that color the piggy. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I don't know yet, I'll see. Then I put the wish list and gift ideas collection together on one page, and I'm sorry if you hear my dog in the background. She is barking. One of our neighbors is driving by and she just goes nuts when she hears a car. So the wish list and gift ideas, always a useful thing to have. I live with a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of us in our family home. So I have 2 girls. My sister has 2 daughters as well, and there's a lot of gifts to be given around throughout the year, so that's always a useful collection for me to have. And then wish list, yeah, I like to write things down, the things that I like, and then when my husband asked me what would I like for, I don't know, Mother's Day or our anniversary or birthday or whatever, I just showed him this, and then it's like, pick pick what's most pleasing to you, or whatever is the cheapest of the whole list, because the things that I like sometimes are not always cheap. That's a useful thing both for me and for him. And then I have a page for date nights or date days, however you want to call it, and depends when we go out during the day or during the night evening. And that is something I want to focus on this year as well, to go out more with my husband and that we have the time just for the two of us. And then yeah, I want to write down to track basically how many times we went out and where we went and what we did and so on. So one more thing, I could have made a cover page here for January and put a tab here, but I might add a collection or two extra. So that's why I didn't do anything yet. But if I don't add any collection, then this will be my cover page for January, and here I might write journaling prompts for January, or the other way around, here the cover page, here the journaling prompts, and then I will start journaling. So that is sort of my very, I would say, simple setup. I didn't really go overboard with collections and spreads and whatnot, because the more I set up now, I have a feeling that I won't be using it, and that did happen in the past. So this time I decided to keep it simple. It might not look simple, but for me it is. I really have the idea how to use it functionally. And yeah, one more thing, here in the back I didn't do anything. I planned on swatching here the mine liners and the tombos that I have, because I wanted to see how the paper handles the ink and the markers and everything. But if you look at here, I have a tombow swatches here, and on the back, yeah, I don't know how much you can see it because I have swatches here as well. But see here, I don't know, can you see it? If I lift the page like this, you can't really see the swatches from the other side. But here, for example, you can see the ghosting from the gel pen that I have been using. I don't mind ghosting at all. I mean, it's a Tomoe River paper, so of course it's gonna ghost. It's a very thin paper, but I would mind if it bled through. And with the piggy bank, the ink pad that I used for these stamps is Ranger Archival ink. It's a pretty strong black. So, see, it did ghost, but it didn't bleed. So I think the paper is holding out pretty well. And here, this is a perfect page. So I have one tombow here, another color here, and then my gel pen. And if you flip, when you flip the page, you can barely see the tombow swatches, and there are tiny, tiny dots from the gel pen here and there. But apart from that, there is no bleeding. So people who did have an issue with their paper ghosting, or well, not ghosting but bleeding, I don't know if that happened with the Sterling ink planner or not. Mine doesn't bleed through unless you use alcohol markers. They will bleed through, but alcohol markers bleed through on 160 GSM paper as well. This is it for this video, this 2025 planner setup. I hope you enjoyed watching, that you found some inspiration how to set up your planner. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, maybe consider subscribing. It will help the channel grow. I will be seeing you soon again with another planner setup. Bye.